Hello, welcome to Mimi's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. I am back with Thrifty Thursday, hosted by Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming, hashtag Thrifty Canucks, hosted by Kim Newberg, and then Thrifted Treasures, hosted by Dale from Not Too Shabby Chic. So I'm kind of new to Dale's Not Too Shabby Chic Thrifted Treasures, but I would love to support Dale and her collaboration as well. Anyway, so let's get on to what I found at the thrift store this week. I have found this ream of paper. It is the 8.5 by 14 inches, so it's the bigger size. When I see these at the thrift store, I buy them. This was $2.99. I would definitely pay way more at any other shop. So I'll take this coffee diet or, just diet, and then use this for pages in bigger journals, especially when you use book covers. Sometimes they're bigger than the 11 inches. You need more to fold it over. Or on the regular size papers, this will give you a nice flap or fold out if you want to add that without gluing another piece of paper on. So keep your eyes open for the bigger size papers, and maybe you're already doing that. So I am organizing my craft room. So I found this container. It's Rubbermaid and it has a lid. Let's see, I'll open it, sorry. So yes, it's nice and big inside, but not too big. It is probably, let's see, again, maybe 14 inches by 10 more or less. So my plan with this is obviously I can use it in the craft room storing things, but I want this to take this container with me when I go do journaling at somebody's house, or you go painting, or just for an afternoon or a day. This is a great size to just add enough supplies and not overpack, because I tend to overpack. You want to be prepared for anything. So I think this will help contain my problem with that, hopefully. Let's see, I'll let you know. Excuse me, my voice is not perfect today, so I'm hoping it would not be a problem. Anyway, this is a Ray Dunn tray that I found for $2.99, and there's nothing wrong with this. It's perfect. It still has the price from HomeSense on it. I bought those tins from Tim Holtz with the lids on it for your ink, but it stores the ink this way, and you're actually supposed to store your ink tray pads this way. Then the ink sits on the top of the pad and not lie on the bottom. Anyway, so I was looking for something more practical. The other thing with those tins is you have to open it, take it out, and put it back again. So I wanted something that's more accessible. So I thought this would be, it's not the perfect size, but pretty close. I can put the inks in like this, put a colored label on here, and then it can sit on my desk just next to me like this. And then that way my ink pads will be stored upside down and would be accessible. So I'll keep you up to date if that worked out for me or not. Sometimes you have these ideas, and then when you start working with it, it's not actually working for you. So I found a couple of things at a small shop close to us. These were in a little basket, and they were 25 cents each. So I was very happy to take these wooden spools. Just look at how pretty the labels are on these spools. And of course I can use the thread, but I actually have a glass container and I'm collecting spools. I don't want to pay, sorry for the glare here, I don't want to pay too much for them, but I just love this container with my spools just sitting there, and I can enjoy them because I do think these wooden spools are just beautiful. So my collection is growing. And then the other thing that was there was this beautiful little button card. The back can definitely be used to write on, and I will probably just tuck this into a pocket in a journal. I'll just bring the camera down slightly because the big things are done with. Anyway, and then the needle book. I always need needles. I can't tell you how many needles I lose every time I sit down. Needles and pens. Sit down to do some sewing. I'll definitely use the needles. For this one, I think I'll take the needles out of the book. And then you'll have writing space there. You can put a photo or a tag in with the writing space at the back. And then because it has this little window that would show through, and just tuck this into a pocket or onto a page with a paper clip. And I think it's just beautiful. It has that on there. I will just add a piece of lace or something on there to decorate or get rid of that. And then these pens, excuse me, again my voice is a little off today. They are, I'm not sure if they're vintage. They look pretty. If they are vintage, they were never used. They are maybe bright colors, brighter than I normally would use, but I thought they will be great for a dangle. Add some beads or little pieces of fabric and lace on here. For a baby book, a little golden book, a sewing book. So many options to use these. The other thing, this one I found at the flea market for $1, and again it's more organization, but I love the lid. It is unfortunately broken. She sold it to me for $1. I'm hoping my husband can fix it. She did have all the pieces in there. This is the outside of the lid, and look at those beautiful label on there or seal. And then here, I just love this little, sorry this is very close now, but just look at this box. Even if we can't fix it, I can easily take the hinges off here, and this can sit on a shelf with things in it, and I'll take those two pieces off and add this to my wall. And the wall is coming along. I will excuse me, show you hopefully soon. Other things that I got that's not necessarily going straight into a journal, but things that I will use for either my Etsy shop or my blog, or this little container. It's nice and small so that if you pop something in here, and maybe let's add some wooden spools, it would just make a pretty prop for a photo for maybe Instagram or you know, other social media. It just makes a pretty picture, and I can always leave this on a desk or a shelf somewhere to add things in. Not that I don't have a lot of those already, but you know how it is. I just love the colors of that one. And these two, I just thought they were cute and adorable. Again, perfect to store small things, paper clips, clusters, dangles, fussy cuts. I mean, let's just add these that Jessica gave me in here. I think it just looks pretty. Anyway, again, a great prop for when I want to take photos of things, because it's so nice and small. Or even if you put it next to it, the scale is good. Anyway, that is, like I say, not really junk journal related, but who doesn't love old things? Then I found this little charm bracelet. I usually look for charm bracelets at a good price, but I want a couple of charms on there that I can use. This one obviously is not silver at all or any good quality at all, but I love the fact that it's tarnished. It's not shiny, it's not new. There is at least 5 or 6 pieces on here that I can use as charms. And yeah, so I'll just have to take it apart and make dangles out of that. Excuse me, so sorry. Then I got this for free from that lady with the spools, because I bought the next 3 things from her. So she gave me this. She knows I'm not really, I never really followed the royals, but for some reason the past 2 years the queen and things about the queen just kept popping up, so I kind of started collecting without really you know, setting out to collect the things about the queen. But I do have a good collection by now, and I am making some more queen journals that I have on order, and hopefully I can add a couple more to my shop as well. Anyway, so I got this as a gift, and I bought this little tin. I paid $12 for this little tin, so it's a bit more than I would normally pay for the tins. But this was just so beautiful. Look at the colors, and just it's definitely not new. It's nice and rusted, and the inside, I just think it's beautiful. She wrote down for me, it's King Edward and Queen Alexandra's coronation tin, and it was from June 1902. So this I will definitely probably put with a couple of queen tins that I have by now. And like I say, they just keep coming my way. I don't know how this happened, but anyway. And then she had this beautiful photo. It had some tape on there. The tape is gone, but it still has that yellow residue of the glue on there, which I totally love. And this one says wedding picture March 5th 1932. And I just think this is a gorgeous picture. And then my friend Lynn found this for me again. I will maybe one day share with you my collection that I built up unknowingly but I do love these. I think they're just gorgeous. Look at just the color of these two is just by pure coincidence works out so well. And it is a hinged tin. It opens not so easily anymore, but it's the coronation souvenir from 1953. Benzo's English toffee favorites. Anyway, I just think it's beautiful. I love the patina of those older photos. Then I got some yarn. I am trying to build up a collection of yarn for slow stitching, and also for you know, these are great for tag toppers. This one especially, it's like a ladder lace, I think they call it, but there's like a zigzag in between the 2 threads, and it is variegated between blue to green. I think that would be nice. And then this one, again, this is really nice for fall. It's probably have to start thinking about fall. Can you think that? I don't even want to think about it. Anyway, so I got this. I think it's just beautiful. And then another fall color. This is eyelash yarn, I think. So just another beautiful fall color. I mean, as a tag topper, this would be just gorgeous. And even if you use this on slow stitching, it would be great, especially if you kind of bundle it together. And then these fall yarns were all in one bag, which was nice. Another great yarn with texture. great tag topper, and again for slow stitching. Okay, and then this gray one, these two were in one bag. They're kind of this crinkly yarn, but I thought it would be, well, that end is not great, but if you kind of bundle it up in a circle like this and then sew it onto a journal with some French knots in the middle, it would make a cute little flower thinking. Again, tag toppers, all of that, the yarn. And then this one, it is just the most beautiful colors together. Look at that. It's a variegated yarn with this texture, and I just think it is, I love the colors. It's just beautiful. For slow stitching, definitely going to use this. I already have something in mind for these, so I'll definitely use that on my slow stitch project, the Roxy Journal of Stitchery. And then these two are, this one is acrylic, has some glitter in it, but it's fine enough to use as a thread for slow stitching. And this one is mohair, so it's a good yarn, but I love the color, and again I can definitely thread this through a needle and use it for slow stitching. That's the plan with that. So what's next? Let's do fabrics. I found this tablecloth, and the tag says it's a taste of Provence, and it is fabric made in France and manufactured in Surrey, BC, Canada. So I'm thinking they probably just put the seams on and the tag in Canada, but the fabric comes from France. Again, I love the colors. It's nice, bright and cheerful, and you can definitely use these flowers again on slow stitching, fill it in with stitches, and it would be just beautiful. Love the purpley blues and the yellow and the pinks and reds. It's really, I think this is beautiful, and it's a fairly nice, decent size. And then this one is like, it's 3 rows of these cross stitch roses with the crochet around it, and I'm thinking this would make a beautiful pouch for a journal, and the journal would show through the crochet part of the pouch then, or even a journal cover would be beautiful. It is, and I mean, you can take the circles out and use that as well. And there is 9 circles on here, so there's a lot. Don't have to try to hoard it. Excuse me. And then I found this fabric. It's kind of a shimmery blue. I don't know if you can see that. It says Brunette's Bordeaux fancy yarn made in Japan. And I thought this would be perfect for like a Christmas journal. If you do a pastel one or a blue Christmas journal, or just cut this into small squares just for a little glitter on a cluster or a snippet roll. I just love it, and it's nice thin fabric. It's not a thick fabric, so you definitely can use that. This one, I just, again, it seems like I have this color repeating today, but it is unfortunately not a cotton. It's definitely polyester, but I just love the stripes and the colors of it. And then this little white stripe here, as it's almost like it's embossed, it's raised, so it gives a really nice texture. And again, fabric flips, journal covers, slow stitching. There's a lot you can do with the fabrics. Don't walk past the fabrics at the thrift store. They're usually good prices. Sometimes, I don't know, lately the prices are there. I don't know about you guys, but over here I find some of the places are just charging ridiculous prices for some things at the thrift store. So keep your eyes open for prices. I am doing a wall of like vintage needlepoint and vintage photos and things. I'll share that. My wall is almost done. I'm very close. So I found these two. They are, I'll show you the other one now because it's just the glare is really bad. They are little poppies, needlepoint poppies. This one is kind of pink mauvey colored, and then the other one is this yellow peachy poppy. I don't know how long it took them to do this. It just always, I mean, these are, I think they call it petit point when you do the little needlepoint stitches. Not sure, but it is absolutely beautiful. And somebody took a very long time to finish even this small little piece. And there's a lot of detail in there. Then I found this postcard book. Unfortunately, they wrote the price on the front. Don't know why they would do that, but it's actually not a postcard. It's kind of like a information little booklet of the I think it's the Uffizi Museum in Florence, if I'm not mistaken. And so it has the information of the paintings, and then all the paintings in postcard size. Sorry, the glare again, but these would be perfect. I will probably take it apart and just pop it in a pocket as a just some, you know, detail, and then you can, whoever gets the journal can decide if they want to add coffee dyed paper in the back to write on. And I found this cute little book about Scottish tartans. I thought I got it upside down. It's just the cutest size. And look at the color here. I'm thinking I would probably fill this little book up with watercolor paints. And it would be just small enough to take with me. And if I want to practice some watercoloring, maybe when I sit at the lake or something. Oh, that's the dream. I'll let you know if I get there. But anyway, I also thought that these pages are big enough that you can, and it's sewn in, so you can definitely take it out and put it in a journal. Or these is the perfect size to just back with file folder and use this as your background, and maybe add a fussy cut. Let's just find one here. Might not be the right one, but you know, add a fussy cut on here, and then just some lace, or don't have the right one, but anyway, you get the idea. And that would be your background, or put some gesso on there and then add fussy cuts on top. So you can definitely use the pages in that book. And oh, I found this sewing pattern, and it is a McCall's, and let's see if they're 1965, but that is just beautiful. I love it. And then this little recipe book, I think it would make, it needs to be cleaned up a bit, but it would be a perfect journal cover for a cute small little book. And it has all of these couple of handwritten recipes and clippings from magazines in here, and then some handwritten recipes. But then most of the book are these empty pages, and it has already yellowed on the sides, and this beautiful turquoisey greeny color. I'll just pop it in a pocket because it's just perfect to write on, and it's definitely already vintaged and yellow. I don't have to do a thing. And I found some of these little cookbooks. This one, I love the cover. It's very simple, but it's just beautiful. It has a tear in there, but a little bit of faux vintage tape can fix that. And then just look at how beautifully brown and yellowed. It's brown. This paper is, it's obviously not great quality paper, and I think that's why it is so brown, but I love it. There is no date on this one. And then how to grow herbs for cooking. I have been working on a herb book for a very long time. I don't even want to say how long, but I need to finish it, and I thought this would be perfect. It's stapled in. Take the staple out and you have beautiful pages for a journal. It's all printed in black and this green on there. Yeah, I think it's just beautiful, and I love this back page. There again is no date on here. And this one is the Lazo Women's Institute 30th Anniversary Cookbook. It's 1921 to 1951, so this must be 1951, obviously. Again, stapled in, so you can take it out, but I actually bought it for these little advertising squares or rectangles. I think I'll just cut all of them out and use them as backgrounds or collages. I don't think I'll use the recipes for this one. I just really, the whole book is like that, filled with little pieces of advertising. And then I got another 2 cooking books. I love this. The cover is just gorgeous. Just go up a little bit again. Excuse me. My voice is terrible. Let me take a sip of water. So this one is Cooking Made Easy, Monarch Pastries. That's the front cover, and the back cover, just love it. And it is just recipes on the inside again. But this paper is, I would always like to do some mark making on here. It's nice paper. It's won't just absorb the ink, or you can always add some, maybe like the gesso, the clear gesso, or even white gesso on here, just lightly, so you still can see the writing, and then do some mark making. I think that would be beautiful. So there's a couple of pages. It'll keep me busy for a while. You should just sit down and do the mark making one day. And then a guide to good cooking, 5 roses. Love the cover. It is just beautiful. And the back as well. Blue and red together is always a winner, if you ask me. And this one, let's see, the other one didn't have a date in it either, I think. I don't think these had dates in them, no. And I don't think this one either. No dates. But again, I will probably do the same with these pages. Use them for mark making or painting. I don't know yet, but they were both sold together for just $2. So I thought, you know, it's for the covers. I like the covers. And then found some of these. This was all in one little baggie, and this is, I think, crochet for babies. Look at the cute little babies. I actually bought the baggie for this book. Saw that and I thought I want that. But yes, I can definitely use some of these pages for collage, and maybe some of the photos, not sure. That even that little square would be an interesting piece for collage. Anyway, so that's one of the little books. And this one, School Days. I wish, oh, this one has a date, so it's 1972. It's 51 years old. And again, great things for collage. Okay, yeah, so great papers for collage. And cute little black and white photos. And another book, Penguin Service. This is probably not as old. This would be great paper for, you know, mark making as well. And even these little pattern pieces. And the writing, even just a tag, if you cut that out as a tag background, put some gesso inks and stuff on it, and you have a beautiful tag. Add some fussy cuts on there. And then, like I say, this was the reason I bought the book. I saw this and I thought this is just so pretty. It was originally 50 cents. It doesn't have a date on it, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, no date. But again, I love the photos in here. It's just beautiful. Fussy cut all of those. Perfect for like Marguerite Miller, the collage challenge. And again, oh, somebody fixed this. Again, this would be great for collage backgrounds. Anyway, then I found this little thing, and I thought, I don't know if you watched Louisa Heinzel's journal in a box when she went to Rome. I'll try to remember to link maybe the first or the last video of that series of hers. And I thought instead of a journal in box, I can make a journal in a file, recipe file. So it opens up like this, and I'm thinking if you add journaling cards and things in here or little booklets, then you have a journal in a recipe file folder instead of a box. It has little cutouts in here from magazines and all kinds of things, but I just really like the picture on the front. It has some damage here, but a little bit of lace or a cluster will fix that. And I'm going to try it. Will be an interesting project. And this one I also bought for a cover. Excuse me. So this one is 11 and a half long, and I don't know how big the papers will be, more or less maybe 4.5, 5 inches across. But I thought this would be a great cover for a tall, skinny journal. Take all of this out, and then these can be used as in my ephemera holders that I'm busy making. My friend Laura told me a long time ago these are great to add your die cuts in, and I still haven't done that. I'm busy trying to get my die cuts organized and everything, so I'm thinking this will work. If I sew that into an ephemera holder and have different sizes, I think that would work. Anyway, we'll get back to that. And then this book, George Eliot, love the spine and the cover with the leather. It has some wear and tear, but that's what we like, isn't it? The corners are a little damaged. You know, it is what it is. Let's see, and look at that beautiful illustration. There's no date in here, but the pages feels older, maybe early 1910s, maybe around about there, not sure. Haven't looked it up, but I just, the spine got me. And then this old book, yeah, you know, I have enough books for sure, but I just love the cover and the fact that it's not perfect anymore. There's a lot of wear and tear on here, but it was beautiful. I didn't pay that price for it, so it must have been in a shop somewhere. This book was $4.99, which is still probably a lot for a book, but it's 1900. And like I say, I just love the cover, and then the papers inside is just that soft. Only way I can describe is that soft, buttery feeling paper. It's just beautiful. So yeah, this book, not sure what I'll do with it yet, but it will definitely be taken apart and used. And then for the first time ever, I found a typewriting book. I got one as a Christmas gift. So I've never found one in this thrift store. So I was very excited when I saw this. I thought I'm gonna make a happy dance. But anyway, this is gonna be close to the camera. Here it comes. Maybe I'll lift it up a little bit because I have to page through the book. So it's this orientation like the typewriting books are, and it's just, yeah, I'm very happy that I found this. Now I have two and I can start using it. You know, you can't use it if you have just one. Don't ask me why, but apparently that is how my brain works. But yes, just absolutely beautiful. And I'm very happy with this book. I'm thinking even like a sketchbook with this orientation would be nice. Or you can easily turn it this way and decorate the front. And then it can go this way and you have a nice long sketchbook if you put some watercolor papers and things in here. So anyway, that is my finds for today. I think it was a little bit of a longer video because I haven't done this for a while. Do go watch the people that's hosting these collaborations. I will put all their information in the description box. But then I also want to mention a couple people that I like to watch their thrifted finds every week. New England Junk Journals, Cindy from Studio Lou, and Candece from Candy Cane Creates. I'll have their names in the description box too. I know Cindy is part of Thrifty Canucks. Cindy from Studio Lou. I don't think the other two are part of that either. Anyway, I'll have their names in the description box and you can go see what they found this week and previous weeks. Candece from Candy Cane Create lately has been the queen of ideals. She has found so many. I think I've only found one or two at a thrift store so far. So I'm very impressed with Candece and her ideals magazines. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have not yet, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what your favorite was, and I will talk to you soon. I'm so sorry about my voice today. I don't know what's going on with it, but I will piece the video together and it hopefully comes out not too bad. Have a great day and I will see you soon. Bye.